2026 Suzuki Boulevard C50, the classic budget king. When it comes to timeless cruiser vibes, the 2026 Suzuki Boulevard C50 is a straight-up legend. This bike takes everything you love about classic cruisers, laid-back riding position, torquey engine, easy handling, and packages it at a price that smiles at your wallet. What makes the Boulevard C50 a standout? Picture this: smooth power delivery that doesn't intimidate, an engine that hums like an orchestra on the freeway, and comfort that rivals some big-budget touring rigs. You want something that can handle city rides, open highways, and long weekends? It's all right here. But here's the kicker. For riders stepping up from smaller bikes, this isn't just an upgrade, it's a revelation. Suzuki managed to give you a cruiser that feels planted, responsive, and confident at any speed. And while other brands make you pay extra for comfort and style, the C50 just comes with it. Prepare to be blown away, especially when you see how it stacks up against cruisers that cost thousands more. (2026) Honda Shadow 750, the all-rounder hero. If the Suzuki is the classic-style king, then the Honda Shadow 750 is the Swiss Army knife of cruisers. This bike is the one you choose if you want versatility, reliability, and smooth cruising power all in one. Riders of all levels, from beginners to seasoned vets, swear by the Shadow's confidence-inspiring ride. You're getting a cruiser that has been refined over decades, tuned for comfort, and engineered to last. Whether you're cruising through traffic, blasting down back roads, or heading out for a weekend adventure, the Shadow 750 never breaks a sweat. Torque is generous, handling is intuitive, and the riding experience is as relaxing as a Sunday morning on an empty stretch of pavement. Honda didn't just build a cheap cruiser, they created a bike that feels expensive from the moment you twist the throttle. And while others in this price range can feel underpowered or tossed around, the 2026 Shadow glides like a dream. (2026) Honda Rebel 500, the stylish all-day adventurer, modern, chill, comfortable, and unbelievably fun. That's the Honda Rebel 500 in a nutshell. This is the cruiser for riders who want attitude with smooth performance. Its sleek look turns heads, but what really steals the show is how it rides. With a lightweight chassis and a punchy middleweight engine, the Rebel 500 gives you confidence, whether you're zipping through city streets or cruising scenic highways. Beginners love it because it's forgiving. Veterans adore it because it's pure, joyful motorcycle fun. But here's the secret: you don't have to compromise comfort for style. This bike feels planted at highway speeds and steady around turns. For many riders, it feels more expensive than its price tag suggests. If you care about both performance and personality, the Rebel isn't just an option, it's a must-see. (2026) Indian Scout 60, Heritage meets Heart. Here's where things get juicy. The Indian Scout 60 isn't just a cruiser, it's a statement. Indian motorcycles have heritage woven into every bolt, and the Scout 60 delivers that classic American cruiser feel with confident performance and a price tag that's downright tempting. Expect robust torque, an engine that sings with authority, and the kind of riding confidence that makes long hauls actually feel good. This is a machine that welcomes highway miles and just keeps going. What's most impressive is how it balances power and comfort. You get that rich Scout silhouette, plus a ride quality that feels like it belongs in a higher price category. Whether you're a seasoned cruiser fan or just starting out, this bike makes you feel like you belong on the road. And trust us, viewers are going to flip when they see it in action. (2026) Yamaha Bolt R-Spec, torque-happy urban beast. Now we're talking attitude. The Yamaha Bolt R-Spec is the bike that riders choose when they want their cruiser to feel alive. Strong mid-range torque, aggressive style, and nimble handling make this machine perfect for both highways and winding back roads. You might think budget cruiser and imagine something mellow, but the Bolt R-Spec begs to differ. This one feels sharp, responsive, and unapologetically fun. Riders love the confidence it provides, even when the roads get twisty. It's the kind of bike that surprises everyone, especially once you twist that throttle and feel the power surge. Comfortable enough for cruising, dynamic enough for spirited rides, Yamaha found the perfect balance. The R-Spec version adds upgraded suspension and attitude that wow, even seasoned riders. This isn't just cheap, this is exciting. (2026) Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650, the long-distance sleeper. Here's the bike that nobody expected to dominate the affordable cruiser conversation, yet here it is. The 2026 Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650 looks like it rolled straight out of a high-end European catalog, but its price tag says entry level. And that contradiction? That's exactly why it's blowing riders away. From the moment you throw a leg over this machine, you feel something different. The riding position is relaxed but commanding. The seat feels built for hours in the saddle. The wind protection options make highway riding smooth and calm. And that 650cc twin? It delivers steady, confident power that feels far more premium than the numbers suggest. What really shocks people is the ride quality. The Super Meteor 650 absorbs bumps beautifully, tracks straight at highway speeds, and feels stable even when fully loaded for weekend trips. It doesn't scream. It doesn't strain. It simply cruises, like a bike twice the price. And the design? Chrome touches, classic lines, premium paint finishes. This thing looks expensive. Park it next to bikes costing thousands more, and most casual observers won't know the difference. That's the magic. If you want old-school charm mixed with modern smoothness, this might be the biggest surprise of 2026. Royal Enfield didn't just make a budget cruiser, they made a legit touring contender hiding in plain sight. (2026) Yamaha V-Star 650 Classic, the old-school highway glider. Some bikes refuse to die because they're just that good. The 2026 Yamaha V-Star 650 Classic is proof that sometimes you don't need cutting-edge tech, you just need a rock-solid formula. This machine embodies traditional cruiser DNA. Big fenders, relaxed ergonomics, a smooth V-twin engine that hums instead of howls. But what makes it special is how effortlessly it handles long-distance riding. The weight distribution feels balanced. The throttle response is predictable and comforting. And at cruising speeds, it settles into a rhythm that feels almost therapeutic. For new riders, it's approachable and unintimidating. For experienced riders, it's nostalgic in the best possible way. It reminds you why you fell in love with cruising in the first place. And here's the secret advantage. Because it's simple and proven, it's incredibly reliable. Low maintenance stress, no complicated electronics, just pure mechanical cruising. Many riders underestimate this bike until they take it on a real highway stretch. That's when the magic happens. Suddenly it feels like a scaled-down touring machine. Smooth, planted, confident. It may not scream performance numbers, but what it delivers is something even more valuable. Consistent, comfortable miles without drama. Sometimes, that's exactly what you want. (2026) Kawasaki Vulcan S, the game-changer cruiser. Now this is where traditional cruiser fans raise their eyebrows. Because the 2026 Kawasaki Vulcan S doesn't play by old-school rules. And that's precisely why it's so brilliant. Instead of going full retro, Kawasaki gave us a cruiser with a sporty heart. The parallel twin engine feels lively and responsive. The chassis feels more agile than most bikes in this class. And thanks to its adjustable ergonomic system, it can be tailored to fit a wide range of riders. That alone makes it one of the smartest buys in this lineup. But don't let the sportier DNA fool you. This thing can tour. The highway stability is impressive. The engine cruises comfortably at speed without feeling stressed. And the seating position, once dialed in, keeps fatigue surprisingly low. Where many cheap cruisers feel heavy or sluggish, the Vulcan S feels awake and ready. It handles twisty roads with confidence, yet settles down nicely for long-distance stretches. It's the hybrid cruiser that gives you the best of both worlds. For riders who want something modern, practical, and just a little rebellious compared to traditional V-twins, this might be your secret weapon. And the craziest part? It still costs far less than most touring bikes it can keep up with. (2026) Harley-Davidson X440. The budget Harley that shocks everyone. You read that right. A Harley. On a cheap cruisers list. The 2026 Harley-Davidson X440 is rewriting expectations and introducing a whole new generation to the Harley badge without the premium price shock. This bike may be smaller than the heavyweight touring monsters, but the DNA is unmistakable. The design language screams Harley attitude. The torque delivery feels punchy and engaging, and the road presence? Surprisingly commanding. What's fascinating is how accessible this bike feels. Lower seat height, manageable weight, friendly power band. Yet when you open it up on open roads, it doesn't feel out of place. It cruises comfortably and confidently, delivering that unmistakable cruiser rhythm. For riders who have always dreamed of owning a Harley but didn't want to spend touring bike money, the X440 is a gateway. And it's not just a beginner bike, it's genuinely enjoyable for experienced riders who want something lighter and more playful. It proves that you don't need a massive engine to enjoy that classic American cruiser feel. Sometimes, smaller and smarter wins. (2026) Royal Enfield Meteor 350. The underdog that wins hearts. And finally, the true dark horse. The 2026 Royal Enfield Meteor 350. On paper, it might seem modest. Smaller engine, lower price, simpler specs. But ride it, and suddenly none of that matters. The Meteor 350 delivers one of the smoothest, most relaxed cruising experiences in the entry-level segment. The power delivery is gentle but steady. The ergonomics are incredibly comfortable. And for city-to-highway transitions, it handles the job better than most expect. What makes this bike special isn't raw speed, it's character. It feels charming, honest, approachable. The kind of motorcycle that makes you want to ride just for the joy of riding. For newer riders, it builds confidence instantly. For veterans, it offers a refreshing simplicity that modern bikes sometimes lose. And when you add accessories like windshields and saddlebags, it starts to resemble a mini touring machine ready for weekend escapes. It may be the smallest bike on this list, but it delivers one of the biggest smiles per dollar.